Hi Vamshi, good morning. Hi Dhanvi, thanks for joining in.
Good morning, Gurpreet.
Good morning Rushi, how are you?
Good. How are you, Gurpreet?
Very good, very good. So Rushi, I got a message. There's somebody who's not got the link. I'm sending it personally.
Because you are host now, so yes, now you can start again. Yes. Thank you.
So great. I will just start this again. Sorry because I could not record it. So thank you everybody. So today in this session we will start learning. We'll learn how to convert your text loaded slides to visual, how to spend more time with your family, and to start loving making presentations. So what happens is a lot of time when the presentation comes to our mind, we have those goosebumps. Will I be able to make it? Will I be not? What to add? What not to add? How to present this? How to present that? So I will try to cover some of those points. And when you will present, participants will start listening to you. When you deliver those presentations. Okay. So I will show you how to make this. This is made using the merge shape tool in PowerPoint, which generally a lot of people are using it, a lot of people are not using it. So I would request all of you if you can just open your PowerPoint in front of you and just follow me. So I will go to the insert tab and I will take a shape and I will take this rectangle. I will do shape outline, no outline. And now I will do a right click and I will see this edit points. This is the option not generally used. Now you see those four dot coming in. Now I will select this one. Now if you see, if I'm moving my mouse, there's a different image. And once I move this, this is the change one. I right click over here and I do curve segment. Then I pick up this black point and I move it. Similarly for this one, I do curve segment and I move this. Are you guys able to follow me? If you can write yes in the chat box, I'll know you're able to follow me. If you have any questions. Great. So I have a lot of yes coming in. People are able to follow me. So now what I'll do is I will change the color of this, or whatever color you want, you can do that. Now I will make this the handle of the cup. So again, I will go to insert. I'll go to shapes. I'll take this oval option. I will do shape outline, no outline. Rushi, if you can keep on admitting people. I will do a
Yes,
copy of this. How I will do is I will press Control and D. And what I will do is I will go to format shape, go to fill, and I'll make this transparent so that I'm able to see what is happening. I'll make both of them transparent. Now I will zoom in. Now I will select both of them. I will go to the merge shapes and I will do fragment. I will send this to back. There's a different shape. We can make something like this also, and we can make this also. What I can do is I can make that only. I'll select both of them and again I'll do fragment. I will remove this unwanted part and I will send this to back, and I will fill this. I'll go to format shape and I'll remove the transparency. So we can move this a little bit. Are you guys able to follow me? Do you know this merge shape tool? If you can reply in the chat box. Are you able to find the merge shape tools? Okay, Sadhya, I'm waiting for you. So for until Sadhya is waiting, so merge shape tool, you can find it over here. Going to file, options. There's somebody who has messaged me. And you can go to quick access toolbar and you go to all commands. So there are a lot of commands which are hidden in PowerPoint. So if you will go and click merge shapes. So merge shape is already there here. So this will not add. First, I will remove this and then I will add this. And let me see, somebody has started. Okay, everybody is able to find it. I will hide this and you go okay. Now I can make the bottom portion of this. Can I go ahead? Yes, okay. So I will again take I will again go to insert. I'll go to shapes. I will take this Rushi, I'll request you to please start admitting people because
But yeah, but you are the only host, Gurpreet.
acha,
I'm
so
not the host.
I can make you the co-host. Just a minute. I'll make you the
Yes.
co-host. More. I've made you the co-host.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. So now again, I will go to right. I'll go to first shape outline, no outline. I'll again go to edit points and I'll move this black handle. Similarly, I'll move this and I will fill this with the same color. Is this interesting? Reply yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay. So like this, if you will go to the insert in the picture options, you will have a lot of pictures coming in. There are a lot of pictures which you want to make it of your own. So using this option, you can make it. So you don't have to go for the stock images. So I'll also show you how to make this team. So again, I will go to insert. I'll go to shapes. I'll take this shape outline, no outline. I'll go to format shape. So I'll select both of them. Again, I will do a fragment. Where is my option gone? Oh yeah, merge shape is here. I'll do fragment again. I'll reduce the size. I will delete both of them. I will duplicate this and I'll go to shape format. And I go to rotate and I do flip horizontal. Let me first reduce the size. It's still a little bigger. I'll do Control D to duplicate it. Flip horizontal. So I've made a different version of it. Control D, sorry. I will group it. Control G. So this is one now. I will move this down. So who wants to have this coffee? Who wants to have this coffee? Nobody wants to have it?
I've made my own cup here, no, on the laptop.
Okay. So is this interesting? Do you think you can, you guys will be able to do it? Reply yes, no.
Yes,
If you
yes.
want me to repeat it again, really nice. Thank you, Sadia. Do you want me to tell it again anywhere, any confusion anybody has? If you can reply yes, no. If you want me to repeat anything. It's clear. Okay. Thank you, Dhan. We got it. Sachin, if you want me to repeat this, okay. So let me do it again. So I go to, there's some more queries coming in. It was a bit late. Sorry. No problem, Sachin. I'll just tell it for you. I go to insert tab. I go to shapes. I go and take a rectangle, right? While I'm selecting this, you'll get this option coming in. You'll say shape outline, no outline. You will select this shape and do right click. You will get this option edit points. And then you can do right click I can do curved segment, and you can move this little bit inside. This black handle, sorry, this black handle selection is very important. Then you go to curved segment again. Got it, Sachin? Is it clear? Sachin, is it clear now? Yes. Oh, great. Thank you. Now I will go to insert and I will take a shape oval. I'll do format shape by clicking right. I'll go to transparency and I'll select shape outline, no outline. I will do Control D. That I will first reduce the size so that it fits in here. I will do Control D. I will select both of them and I'll go to merge shape and I'll do fragment. So I'll take this out and it's a beautiful cup. Again, I will go to insert. I'll go to shapes. I'll select a rectangle again. Shape outline, no outline, right click, edit points. I will move this. So I will select all of them and group and I'll move this and I will remove this because that was an extra part. Again, I'll go to insert, shapes, oval, shape outline, format shape. Shape outline, no outline. I'll make it a little smaller this time. Control D. I'll select both of them, go to merge shape and I'll do fragment. I will delete this. I'll make it a little smaller by pressing Control and Shift. Well, if you press Control and Shift, it will be evenly done. Sorry. What happened to this? I'm moving this. I will do Control D and I will rotate, flip horizontal. And I'll adjust this like this. I will select both of them and I'll do Control G. I'll do Control D to duplicate it. So if I want to align all of these properly, I will select all of them. I'll go to the alignment tools and align top, distribute horizontally. So it is distributed horizontally. So can I go ahead now, Sachin? Is it clear?
Yes,
Sachin,
thank you.
Most welcome,
thank
most
you.
welcome. Most welcome, Sachin. So using the merge shape tools, the edit point tools, you can make so many shapes. So, you know, when we make our presentations, when we go to the insert tab, we go to shapes, we see that these are the only shapes possible. But these shapes are enough to make new shapes. Okay. So now we will learn how to create title slides. So if you see this slide, so there is a background image. We can insert our title here. So I think most of the people would know this, or I can tell you again this. Okay, so I will just copy. I will go to insert shapes. Mm, I can take any shape, but if you want precisely, I will make that only. So let me look like this. I go to insert. I insert a complete rectangle across the slide, and then to get this effect, I'll go again to insert shapes. I can take this triangle. I'll make it a little bigger. So I'll select first shape, then I'll second this second shape, and I'll go to merge and I'll go subtract. And then I can go to insert pictures, online pictures, or you can take it any photo from a, so I'll go to some, I'll write a business here. And you can add any photo here. I can add this photo as well. Now you have to be very careful when you're adding this. I will delete this text. I will select this. I'll go to picture format, crop. Once I select crop, I have to, somebody has a question. Are they copyright free? Yes, because because I'm picking this, I have a license version. So this is provided within the Microsoft. So maybe if you are using it for commercial purpose, you might have to check. So I will. So I'll go to crop. I'll move these black handles like this. Both the black handles I'll move. Again, I'll go to picture format. I'll go fill. The complete image is filled. And I'll move this to back, send to back. Also, you can go to picture format and you can make this image transparent if you want. So these are all the transparency options which we have. Or you can make it a full image. And then this one also, if you want to make transparent, you do right click, format shape. You can make it little transparent like this. You have seen a lot of presentations, they come like this. Shape format, shape outline, no outline. I will just copy this text, Control D. I didn't got how to crop the picture. Okay, I'll tell you again. So let me go back. So once I have inserted this picture, I will select the picture. This picture format option will open. You go to crop, you click crop, you get this black handles. You move like this. You move these black handles with the help of your mouse wherever you want it. If you want it, sorry, you don't have to move those white handles. You have to move the black handles. Then you have to go to crop and you have to fill. And you have to click outside the slide. Are you getting it now, Sadia? Yes, okay. Now I will move this. I will send to back. I will go right click, format shape. I will do transparency of this one also. See how nicely it comes. And then you can do Control D. You can insert your title here. Then you can go to insert again. Go to shapes. You can pick up this shape and shape fill. Using this yellow bar, you can move this like this. Shape outline, no outline. Any questions anybody has? Is it clear? If you can write yes or clear. Okay. What about others? Are they able to follow me? No questions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for. Yes. Okay. So now there is another way to create this. So again, if you will see, I have inserted a photo. Let me show you this photograph. So I have taught you this insert. Once you insert a photo, you using the crop, you can move this over here, and then you can do a transparency. You can also change the colors of your photo from here. This is whatever is the color of your brand or your color which your company uses, or whatever color you're using. And then you can add this rectangle on the top of it. You can write a message. So the message here is, we should not write. Suppose I'm just taking out the image from here. See how blank this slide is looking. It is looking like something is missing. It's like you have worn a coat and tie is missing. Okay. Now I will show you how to make this. It's a roadmap slide. So I will go to, I'll open a new slide using Control M. This is how you create a new slide. Using Control H and L, you can quickly change the layout. So again, I'll go to Insert. I'll go to Shapes. I'll take this chevron. I'll go to Shape Outline, No Outline. Then we can make this line. So if you'll go to Insert, Shapes, Line, with pressing Shift, if you'll press Shift and make a line, you will get a straight line. Nothing will happen. This will be only a straight line. See, I'm moving my mouse, but this will only be a straight line. Now you click right, or you can go to Shape Outline. You can increase the weight. And then you click right. You go to Format Shape. You can see these options. Begin arrow type, end arrow type. Big arrow size also you can change. So you can select this. Can you see this? How nicely this has come? Let us change this to black, then it will be visible. I made the same way. If you want to reduce the size, you can do like this. And then you can again go to Insert, Shapes, go to now I'm not pressing Shift, that's why it is coming haphazard. If I press Shift, it will come straight. I will reduce this size also. It's looking big as compared to our. I think this is again distorted. Let us see this angle if there is some issue. No, this is 0 degree. Okay. So now again, I'll go to Shape Outline, No Outline. I will select all of three and I will do Control G. I can do Control D, Control D, Control D. See how quickly you can make this. And then if you see these icons here, so you go to Insert, you have this noun project. So if you want this noun project, you have to go to Insert, you have to go to Add-ins, Get Add-in. You type noun project here and you add, it will come here. Mine is already added. So there is a purchase there, but I'll tell you how to use it. So suppose I want on leadership, I'll type leadership over here. It is just loading in. So the same one I will do. I will open this. I'll take a snip of it because it will come not like this, because I have taken a subscription. It is coming for me. I can download it for you, but for you it will not come. So let me teach you how you can take this. I'll do Windows Shift and S. I'll take a snip of it. So it is copied. I will do Control V. Then I will go to colors and I'll go to set transparent color. So if you see, it has become transparent. So there are some white lines coming. So we can crop that. Go to crop option. Still, there's a white line coming. So we can reduce the size and we can fit it over here. So you can see how nicely this has come up. Do you guys have any question? Anything? Acha, people have questions. Please strength transparent option. Okay, sure. So let me go to again. Let me again take a snip of it. I'll go to Windows Shift and S. I've taken this.
Windows Shift and S.
Yes, Windows Shift and S. So this is a screenshot, Windows 10 and above, or you can take a screenshot. You can do Control V. S. Or you can take a screenshot.
Windows Shift and S. Windows Shift and S. Windows.
Now you go to colors. You go to set transparent color. And this will become. Noun, Ulfat, Noun project is a, added in PowerPoint where you can take all these icons from. Now I will crop this. And you'll reduce the size. Welcome, Ulfat. Sorry if I'm present. Great. Can I go ahead now? I'll take a just 30-second break and I'll be back. Fine, Rushi?
Yes, very fine. Good. People might also need a little break. 30 seconds bio break.
So I'm back. You need some water as well to speak. Is it Rushi, are you getting it? Is it something different?
Yes, it's something different that I really like to know and understand. Yes, thank you. Yes.
It's very useful, Gurpreet. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Who's that?
Gurpreet, this is Atul.
Atul, okay, Atul. So your way is super simple. Thank you, Dhanvi. Thank you so much. So now let us go and see some shortcuts. So group. So it is Control and G. Suppose you have two shapes. I have two shapes like this. I want to group it. Control G. So this is a Control G. Ungroup if you want to do, you can do Control Shift and G again. Before it was Control G, it was now Control G and Shift. Okay. Now suppose you want to increase the font size. So you select the font, you do Control, and using this bracket option, this bracket, if you can see my screen, this bracket option, are you able to see that? See this bracket of this one. I will just increase the font. People are able to see? Yes, people are able to see. So you can increase the font size. Similarly, by Control A, Control the other one, you can decrease the font size. Now what happens is we have written something. Now we want to change the font. You know, either you can make it lowercase completely, you can make it uppercase completely, you can make it capitalize each word, the starting, and then you can toggle the case. See, small, small, big, small, small, big, big, big. This is how they will do. For this, there is a shortcut. So when I'm in a presentation mode, so I do Shift F3. Sorry, let me select this. Shift F3. See, are you able to see that, guys? Reply yes, no.
Sir.
Okay, great, great. Thank you so
Yes,
much
sir.
for responding. It becomes more active rather than me speaking. Okay, great. So then you can find and replace, which most of the people know. Still, I'll tell it. Control H. Control H is that. Now you want to duplicate it. This is a very wonderful option in PowerPoint. So if suppose I want to make 4 or any shape like this, a number of them, I will do Control D. Let me do it again for you. Control Z. I made one shape. Okay. I want multiple of them, and that also I want it in a proper sequence. So I do Control D. Just a minute, my system is hanging. Control D I do. I put one over here and I do Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. See, in a fraction of a second, I have made all of them. And I select all of them and I do Control D. And I again do Control D. Control D is to duplicate, Control C is to copy, Sachin. So what happens generally, what we do is, let me show you how we do. What we will do is, we will do Control copy, Control V we will do, then we will paste this over here. Then we will do Control V, paste it over here, Control V, paste it, V. So you have to align again and again, you have to align this. But using this option, you don't have to align and again and again. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. Now these are all not aligned. I will select all of them. I will go to alignment tools. I will do align top and I will do distribute horizontally. See, they're all distributed horizontally. Or possible, please explain merge shape.
Sorry, Gurpreet, can you go back and tell about that distribute horizontally well option?
Sure. So you select all the shapes. You go to alignment tools. I put it in the quick access toolbar, but you will find it over here. Align, distribute horizontally, and I will do align top. Got it, Atul?
Yeah.
Himanshu, if you don't mind, if I can share you my YouTube link where you can find the merge shape complete video. I have made it. Is that okay, Himanshu?
Yeah, superb. Not a problem.
Most welcome. So I will send some of these things in the group, my YouTube channel. Sure, Anusha, I'll do that. So then I have some more options. Change layout. Okay, this is again one of the very things which I keep on using it. So suppose I have this layout, I have this layout or any other layout I have. So if I open, I go to Alt H and L and I change the layout. Can you guys do it on your screen, please? Didn't get. Okay. So it's Alt key on your screen, Alt H,
Yeah.
Alt H. What is this happening? Yeah, Alt H and L. Alt
Okay.
H, if you will press Alt H, this will come. This black options will come on your screen. And this is L. L, you can change the layout. If you want any other thing to do, if you want to do X, Control X is the option. You want to paste it, that's the option. If suppose you have a text, suppose I have a text on the slide. This is title. I select this and I do Alt H. If you see, this is also on now. A lot of these options are on. If I'm outside this, you see Alt H, these options are not on. Can you please share the keyboard shortcut slide? Yes. With the, I will share. I have a handout. I will share with everybody of you. I've created it. Fine. So once you select this, you do Alt H, and then you can change like this. Great. So now what happens is a lot of time you want to put this data in a boxes here. You do Alt J, sorry, Alt HJ. Suppose I go to insert, I go to text box, I write AA just for this. I do Alt H and I do J. So then it asks for how many columns you want. So then see, I'm just entering this. Are you getting it? It happens a lot of time, right? You have to present this data like this, and like this. Okay. So now I will, let me see more other option, jumps to specific slide. So when you're in the slideshow mode, so suppose you want to go to any slide. I want to go to slide number 7. I'll press 7 and enter. It will go to slide number 7. I'll press slide number 1 and enter. It will come to slide number 1. I'll do 4 and it'll come to slide number 4. So this is some of the options. So I'll share you these shortcuts with you. Can I go ahead? I'll share you the shortcuts. Anybody has any question? Okay, I can go ahead. So now, okay, Raju. So now what happens is we generally don't use this guides and grid lines to make our slides. So let me go again to a new slide. I will take this blank layout. I go to this view option and I see guides and grid lines. So I can divide my slide into different parts. I'll do Control D, add vertical guide, add vertical guide. Please, Vidya, go ahead.
So, Gurpreet, when you're doing this guides and grid lines,
Mhm.
I have been facing a challenge wherein I don't get these four quadrant thing. It is all, it's like smaller quadrants, small boxes. So, how do you think we can get these four?
So,
The one when
so
you
let me,
started.
okay, let me show it again for you. You do right click
Mm-hmm.
and you add vertical guide. Okay. This way, are you able to get it?
So every
Hello.
time I open my PowerPoint and I go to this guidelines, grid lines and guides, I have
Hmm.
the smaller boxes, the square coming, not the four halves. Because I understand this that when you have these four halves, it is easier to place the objects accordingly because it divides the entire page into equal halves. So that is what I
Okay.
face as a challenge. So is there
Mm,
something else that I need to be doing in order to get just four halves and not those multiple squares?
I don't think so. If see, I'm deleting all of them now, right? There is no guidelines
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I click right click, guides and grid lines. I click to guides. So this is the default setting, right? This is how you must be getting it.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I don't get this default setting. I have more of it, more of these
So
squares
you no
coming
no
in.
you must be selecting this grid
Yes, this
lines.
one. Yes.
So
Oh, okay.
grid lines are different. Guides are different.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. I think this is what I've been doing. Okay, now I think it clarifies. Thank you.
Most welcome. Most welcome. So this is very helpful. If I go to, I again go and select this, I add vertical guide and I add horizontal guide. So I know it where I have to place my data. Suppose I want to start my text from here. So if I will, let me write a text title. So every time I will start from here. So let me go to the new slide again. So let me open a new slide now, new slide. So again, I go to Alt H and L. I will do blank layout. So I know this. I have to start my text from here. Sorry. Similarly, Control D, you know how to put your content here. So let me change this title. We'll change the color also of the text. I will copy this and I will put on this slide again. Right now I will go on the slideshow mode. See, I've changed the slide. Let me change the title 1 and title 2. Then you will come to know. You did not come to know also the slide was changed. It was such with consistency. I will do title 2. Did you see that? Title 1, title 2? Guys, if you can respond. Rishi,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Vidya.
Yes, it
See,
was very smooth.
there's a consistency there. So the title is there. The Let me now do title 1 and title 2 also. Title 1 and title. See, title 1 and 2 are only changing. What title? Otherwise, what generally we do is we do like this. And now you see how this is changing. So there is no consistency in the slide. This is how guides and grid lines are helpful. It is very swift. Thank you, Rajavi. Wow, got it. Thank you, Dhanvi. So now these are some of the websites from which you can pick up your, I will share you a handout of it. So you can pick up those stock images which are free. So Vidya had a question if you can use it. So Unsplash is the website where all the stock images are free. I'll share you. So let me share in the chat right now. Immediately. Other, I will share you a handout. Where is the chat box? Now, I'm moving to the screenshot option. This is very helpful. If you want to take a screenshot of anything on your slide, Windows Shift and S, which I told you before also, you take a screenshot and you do Control V. It is pasted. Then we have this eyedropper tool. So what happens while we are working on our slide, we love some colors on the web. So let me, will you be able to share some ideas on how to do, can we do visualization? Not today, Vidya, sorry. I have not prepared that for today's presentation, but maybe in some other session, I can do that for you. So now let me go to the web browser and show you any image, and maybe we like that color. I'm just stopping the share, and I'll go to share screen. I will share my browser. So suppose I have some pink color or purple color. I'll just write purple and I'll take an image. Or if you see that you like some color in this, there are so many good colors here. So how to take that? So I will do Control Shift and S. I will take a snip of it. It's already taken. Now I'll do stop share. Again, I will go to my PowerPoint window. So now I will place this. Okay. Thank you, Ramani. So now I will go to insert shapes. I will take a shape. Suppose I want any of these colors here. I will do first shape outline. No, I will do right click. I'll go to shape outline. I'll select eyedropper tool. So once I select this eyedropper tool, there is a box and an eyedropper, the eyedropper which we used to have, the dropper which you used to have when you were kids. So the dropper comes in and you can select any of the colors. You can see that color will come in that box and you click. Sorry, I have taken the outline. So I'll go to outline. Shape fill में जाना पड़ेगा. Sorry. Shape fill, eyedropper, and I take this color. Any color I take and I click, it comes here. Can you guys please try on your systems as well? Suppose I have another box. I want to again go shape fill, eyedropper, and I want to take this color. I can take this. Wow, thank you, Atul. Can you guys try on your systems, please? Any color you want, which is there on the net, you can use it.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah,
please
got
go
it.
ahead. Got it?
Got it.
How about others? We have 18 people now. Okay. Maybe people had time constraint. Great. So now, so what happens is contrast in presentation. This is something if you want to show. So contrast, if you're presenting your point, if you want to show something different, just a minute, hide. So this is one of the best way where you can highlight some points. So you can increase the size, you can change the shape. This is just an example. You can change the shade. If you see, this is highlighting differently. You can change the color, you can change the proximity. Got it? So this helps to point something differently in your presentation. Then you have this quick access toolbar, which is here. So what happens is, if you want to use something again and again, we should try to use quick access toolbar. Because if you see, if I want to insert a shape on my slide, what I will go, I'll do insert. First I will click insert, I'll click shape, then I will click a shape, right? But if I have a quick access toolbar, which I have it on my screen, so I click and I take a shape. So one click is saved, and just imagine in your complete lifetime how many clicks will be saved. So you can go to file, go to options, and you can go to this quick access toolbar, go to all commands, whichever command you think which you are using on a regular basis, you can move it to quick access toolbar. You can add it over here. Any of this, suppose you're using more colors option, add, and you do okay. This will come here. See, this has come here. Suppose you want to move this like this also to quick access. So you right click, add to quick access toolbar. So this is already there. I will remove it. I will first remove this and then again I will add. I'll go to shape, right click, add to quick access toolbar. Are you able to do that? If you can reply yes, no. Got it? Yes, okay. Guides and grid lines, we have covered it. I think it is a duplication. Yeah. Edit points I covered in the starting. If you want, I can tell you again the edit points. If you insert, Control M, you go to insert, you go to shapes, contrast. Okay, contrast. So contrast is something like, suppose you want to highlight any point, you can do this in this also. If you want to, so you change the color of this, and color should not be, you can go to format shape, go to text option. So text, I can change this to little this, say, see the change. Can you see the change, Sachin?
Yeah, yes.
Sachin, can you see the change in this and this color?
Yes, yes.
Suppose
Thank you.
yes, suppose you're using blue color. Suppose you're using blue. I'll do text fill as blue, dark blue. Rather, let me take some light color, or let me change the background. Shape fill, I will do some light color. Okay, so this is completely don't look at this. I will delete this. Look at this. I will, if I want to highlight this one, I'll go to text fill and I will change this color. Can you see that in the slideshow mode?
Yes.
So there's something different. So this is how you can show the contrast. This is one of the way in text. You can show this in size by changing the size. If suppose you are showing 4 shapes, so you change the shape of the 4th one for which you want to highlight. You can increase the size. You can change the shade. You can change the color. I have done it over here. You can change the proximity. Proximity means you can show it a little far. Yes.
And is there any place where we can get like which are the suitable or recommended contrast colors or something
I
like
did not
that?
get you. What do you want to? What do you want?
What should be recommended contrast colors somewhere? can we get that?
So
Like,
see, my request is, if you see a lot of those corporate presentations from Big Four, you will see one color in all the slides. We should not use 10 colors in a slide. If it is blue, that's your brand color, or if you're using green, whatever color you're using it, use different shades of it.
okay. So it should not be contrast exactly, but on the same theme.
Contrast means it is just changing the shades, light or dark.
Right.
Because if you see my slides, if you see this, I've used only blue color. If suppose I do this brown, suppose I take this brown, see, and I do this red. I've done this in the starting of my career. This is, looking like a rangoli or a colorful celebration going on.
Yes.
So those celebrations are different. That is for our festivals, not for our slides.
Thank you, Gurpreet, for this point. If you could spend a bit more, emphasis on this, because I think these days a lot of corporate presentations is what we need to make. And really like the point when you said that, use one color and variants of that, because usually the tendency is that, make it more colorful and make it more jazzy. A lot of times we don't really kind of, feel convinced that only one color can be used with different gradings of it, and, beautifully can be done. So if you could just spend a bit more, emphasis on that and help us understand.
So you
more.
can make it little italics. If suppose I want to emphasize this point, I can make it italics. If suppose I want to emphasize this point, I can make it underline. Now see, this is coming out of the box, and you can make it little bold. Or you can unbold, whatever you want it. You can increase the font size, but please don't change the colors. That's the simple rule. Nothing else, Zanvi. That's only the simple. See how this is coming apart. So if somebody will go and see this slide, he will see, this is something different. Place oval on the top of the rectangle is something which I want to emphasize. Is your eyes moving like that or not? This point.
Yes.
So once you start following it, you'll start come to know that. Then we have a lot of add-ins which you can use. So Pre-Mask Plus is an add-in which you can use. You go to insert, you go to add-in. So you'll get a lot of templates here. Some of them are free, some of them are they charge a price. So this is the one. You can add it, continue. So this will come over here. Got it? So I click it over here. So the idea here is, rather than I have due respect for Canva and other tools as well, but rather than going to different tools, start using in one. Yes, Vidya, there is you can do it without add-ins as well, but add-ins make your life little easy. If you're able to do it without add-ins, that is okay. So I will have to sign it, and
the
Vidya,
point
please.
is that in organizations a lot of these are blocked, so that's the reason I'm asking you for a lot of workarounds.
I do understand that. Then like suppose I use this emoji keyboard, so I want to add these. Is a lot of emojis are working, so I will have to then copy and paste from otherwhere, or you can ask your L&D team that this is because this is a Microsoft approved add-in. So you see a lot of emojis are here. You can use it. There are a lot of symbols. So Independence Day is coming now. If you want to make a flag, these are all flags are here. Different sizes are there. You can use it. Getting it? So apart from that, there is one more add-in which is very helpful. Pixton characters. So if you want a character, Pixton, Pixton. So this is a Pixton character. I add it. I agree. Continue. You see Pixton is here. So you get started. So you have this lot of shapes. You select one shape, then you select the color, how you want it. Then the hair, just I'm taking it. Then you can do a lot of these changes. Suppose you want this person, you can add it, and the different poses. You can add different poses, and you can start telling your stories. This is very helpful. You can start telling your stories. You can, because for every text we should have an image on the slide, and the image placement has to be very amazing. Thank you, Vidya. Thank you,
This is very
Rajni.
useful, Gurpreet. This is very useful. I'm telling you,
Thank
and remember I put a question in the group. This is going to help me a lot.
Thank you.
Nowadays,
Thank you.
organizations are looking a lot of marketing things also from us, and
Yes.
while creating, this is very useful. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So there are so many of them. This is some icons, emoji keyboard, noun project, Pixton characters, pre-mass plus. These are some of the things which I'm using it, and I keep on posting on LinkedIn, on Instagram, which are the new one, which I use it, and then I carry. So you go to get add-in. There are a lot of them. You can start using it. Lot of them.
Any more such suggestions, Gurpreet? Like these free characters, like how we can add in apart from
You can
Pixton?
add this. Pixton is the one which I've used it. It is very helpful.
Yeah.
So merge shapes, I will share you my YouTube channel, and I have shared in the starting. I will share you that where you can look at the merge shape, how you can use it. Since I am doing my master in business management, we have to prepare PPT on company view and how the company works, business ideas and stuff like that. If possible, I wish to know some tips on how to go about that, because I want to look professional and clutter-free. I feel maybe if you have some YouTube video we are facing time. Sure, Danvi, I will share that with you. Then see this. I've made just a slide, and if you want to emphasize something, I've changed the contrast. See the color I have changed. See the text color. So once the audience will see your presentations, they will first go to Japan pe eyes jayegi. Is it going or not, Atul?
Yeah, it is.
So Sachin, I will share you all those add-ins, and you can start using it. So Rushi, are you there?
Yes, Gurpreet. Very much.
See, guys, yeah, if you see, your eyes are automatically going to Japan, and you're going to that numbers 13.1, 2.6. So what generally we'll do is we do like this. Iska color kar denge hum. We will make this color as no, sorry. We will make this red, and we will make this some green color. There is no, this is not the right way of presenting. The colors have to be same. It can be a different shades. That is what is required. Great. So I'm done for today. Any questions anybody has?
No question, Gurpreet. And just one
Thank
thing
you.
that when are you going to start your next batch? I'm going to be part of it.
Oh, thank you so much. So this is what I want to share. This is a pamphlet which I have created. So this is how. So if you see these topics, I don't want to just restrict people to some particular thing which I've shared. PowerPoint is endless. I am a big fan of Richard Goring. He's my mentor. He runs this company, Bright Carbon. He does so many things in PowerPoint. So I want to teach people the hidden tools. I don't want to restrict people ki nahi bhaiya ye this is the contrast, this is how you can do it, and this is what will happen. So this is how I do my batch. I do 4+2 sessions. In that 4 sessions, I'll tell you the things, and in 2 sessions, you can come with your doubt and you can join me, where I will clear your doubt. Apart from that, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube. I can keep on sharing this. You actually got confused in merge shapes, Adya. So I will share you my YouTube link, YouTube channel link. Let me, if you want, I can do it right now.
Gurpreet, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I know you're not going to cover the visualization piece, but is there a possibility that, you can give us some tips? Because a lot of times, and this is something which I have faced, I'm sure others also feel the same, that, when you have to create a corporate presentation, you have a lot of data with you. You have Excel sheets, you have pointers, and you really need to beautify and put it on a PPT, and there's no time. So how do we really make sure that, what we can put in what manner, as in it's more of a how, to make it, to make it present well, and at the same time, people understand.
So first of all, the biggest mistake which we do is we start presenting too many points on single slide. That should be avoided. If suppose I'm talking to you, what's your name, please?
Vidya.
Vidya. So suppose Vidya, I'm talking to you right now, and Atul also says something. If I start listening to Atul, I will not be able to focus at you, right?
True.
Am I right? So
Correct.
The biggest mistake which we do is this is my YouTube channel link. Sorry, I'll send it to everybody in meeting. Okay. So we should not go for too many points on a single slide. It becomes a clutter. People will not be able to understand. You should have an appendix slide, right? So main slide should have a broader view. If people want to go inside, people want to see each and every detail, then you can go in that way.
Okay. Got it.
Does that answer my question, Vidya?
Partially, yes. However, I'll give you, can I give you an example, and probably you can dwell on that a bit more, if that is possible, if time permits,
Vidya.
or we can take it offline, whatever is okay.
Sure. Let you take up this question. It is becoming little, exciting for me.
So shall I go ahead with the question?
Please. If it is becoming exciting, I'm okay to take it.
All right. So I'll give you an example. I recently created a learning strategy deck for my organization. Now, clearly, my first slide was that how many people took the survey. So that is something which I used. I took the bars and the merge thing that you showed, the last slide that you had, and created a very nice chart around that with a lot of animation. I mean, not animation, but then using the shapes. Now, if I were to go ahead and present, I have to present this to the leadership team, and clearly we don't have too much of time. All I can give them everything in a condensed form is only for a 5-minute or a 10-minute speech, and I have to condense these 2 slides into everything that I did for entire 2020. So I want to understand, how do we really visualize what can be used where? So, what kind of images can we put in, or what kind of shapes can we put in, which speaks what we want to say? The slide does the talking.
So one step is you should not condense the material on a single slide. That is not across the industry. I keep on watching people. I keep on following people. So it is not suggested. If you will put too many things on one slide, eye movement, suppose you have 100, not 100, if you have 4 charts on one slide, when people are watching, which chart they will follow? The eye movement has to be very clear. So I would not suggest to have 10, things on a single slide. And other thing, maybe we can discuss offline and we can take it from there. Ulfat, fine, Vidya? Ulfat, you had a question? So most welcome.
So
most welcome.
on similar line, Gurpreet, so I think there must be something let's say if I'm to make a product presentation, so what should be the flow of it? Or let us say if I'm making some, strategic related, or some short presentation. So is there anything like we have any source of knowledge or anything which actually depicts such thing like, you should go this way?
No, there is no go this way. Every organization is different. Everybody is different. I'll tell you, I have done my engineering from South. I'm a North Indian. I did it from Karnataka. I never liked curry patta. Now I love it the most. South Indian is my favorite food. So preferences keep on changing. There is no hardened rule. The rules are some, the colors related to fonts, related to visuals. Visuals should be spread across the slide, not like a small image on the, clip art should never be used. So these are some of the tips which you can use it. Ulfat, you wanted to ask something?
Hi, actually, it was not about any question or query. I just wanted to give you a kind of positive feedback because I had attended one of your sessions previously when I was jobless, and I learned few pointers when I attended your session, and now I got a job as a soft skill trainer. And here I had to make a presentation, and here I used your pointers like creating layouts, font size, changing the colors, and adding the animation, the characters on that. Because during Diwali, when you had advised us how to add those diyas there. So I added here a few animations, and I made that PowerPoint presentation. I shared it, and I would like to say the training manager was so happy that it was approved instantly, and it was shared with director as well. So I want to give that credit to you that I've learned a lot from that. So that's why I came back again to this session as well. So thanks a lot for that.
Thank you so much. So Rajiv, I will end this session for now. So I'm very soon, maybe next week, I'm starting a new batch. So this is the price which I take, but if you sign up today, I will give you at an offer price of $14.99. So that is the offer which I wanted to share for today. So if anybody is interested, you can check with me on my number 9971949770. Rushi, do you want to add something here?
Oh, I think this is wonderful session, and thanks Gurpreet for covering all these nice topics and some more tips and tricks on the PowerPoint.
Sure. So let's I want people to spend more time with their families and not with the PowerPoint. That is my intent. So because I've seen that brunt at 8 p.m. in the evening, boss calls you, and for the next 3 days you're just making presentation because that line, that formatting, that bullet point, that icon, isko idhar nahi kiya, do that, this keep on happening. Thank you so much. So thanks everybody.
Yeah. Just one thing, in WhatsApp you will receive a feedback link. So please give the feedback to Gurpreet so he can improve whatever he has or how
and
you
it will
feel.
be also we can connect on LinkedIn as well. If you can write something, it will be really helpful for me for
Definitely,
pitching
Gurpreet,
for other
definitely.
people. Thank you
And
so much.
also join bookmysession.live for such more sessions and also further sessions.
Yes, thanks. Please do join Book My Session. They have some wonderful sessions. Some of the best speakers, they come and speak over here. Thank you everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.
Thank you.
Join again. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Sure. We will share the recording as well. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much, Gurpreet. It was amazing.
Welcome. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a very nice session.
Thank you so much.